Hi, welcome to Know Yoga. Thank you for joining me today. My name is Jess. Welcome if you are new here, and welcome back if you have practiced with me before. Thank you so much for joining me today. Welcome to this Power Vinyasa. So Power Vinyasa Flow. We're going to be moving mindfully, cultivating strength, building some heat, building energy, getting ourselves feeling really good, and setting ourselves up for a great day. As always, please make sure you hit that subscribe button if you're enjoying my classes. That way you'll get notified every time I upload something new, and you can practice along with me every week. When you're ready, roll out your mats and I'll see you there. Okay, we're going to be starting in child's pose. So when you're ready, coming down onto your knees. So two options for your child's pose today. You can keep your knees together if that's more comfortable for you, and then simply draping your torso over the top of your thighs. Or you can join me in extended child's pose, where you take your knees wide as your yoga mat, big toes to touch, sinking your hips down onto your heels, and then walking your hands forward until your forehead eventually meets the mat. Relax your elbows down. And slowly start to deepen your breath. Close your eyes. And start taking in some deep inhales through your nose. And some long exhales out through your mouth. Just take a moment to settle in. Bring yourself to this moment. Forget the day you've had so far. Notice how you're feeling. Think about the sensations you're feeling in this pose. And feeling your belly rise as you inhale. And then it falls as you exhale. Slowly start to rock your forehead from side to side, rolling over one brow and the other. Gentle massage over the third eye. And just find stillness once again. Let's take 2 breaths together. So wherever you are in your breath cycle, blow it all the way to the bottom. Seal your lips. Let's inhale through our nose. And exhale. Sigh it out. One more just like that. Seal your lips and inhale through your nose. And exhale, sigh it out. As you inhale, slowly start to lift your forehead. We're going to make our way into downward facing dog. So downward facing dog, when you're ready, spreading your fingertips wide, pressing them into the mat, lifting up onto your knees, curl your toes under, hips lift up and back, downward facing dog. Again, bringing your attention back to your breath. Noticing the sensations that you can feel in your body. Your hamstrings, your calves, your heels, stretching out the soles of your feet. Taking a moment to find some movement here. Waking up your body. Pressing into your fingertips, taking the weight out of your wrists. Lift your hips up. And just take a moment to find some stillness here. Take your feet about hip width apart and drop your heels, lift your hips. Micro bend in your knees. You'll find more length in your lower back. Relax your neck. Take a deep breath here. And exhale. Release. Inhale one last time through your nose. And exhale. Release. Step your left foot over your right. And then crisscross as we walk all the way to the top of your mat, coming up onto your fingertips. Coming into a forward fold at the top of the mat here. Feet are hip width apart. Slowly taking your time. Maybe finding some movement, a gentle sway from side to side. Fingertips on the mat. Or option to clasp opposite elbow with opposite hand and just hang your head heavy. A generous bend in your knees as always. Ground down through all four corners of your feet. Feel the earth beneath your toes. Feel it supporting you. Coming back to your breath. Exhale. Release your fingertips, just find stillness. Let's take one breath here together. Inhale. And exhale. Sigh it out. On your next inhale, we're going to lift up halfway lift. So pressing your hands into your shins, straighten out through your spine, neck is long, gaze straight down, micro bend in your knees, bring your shoulders down away from your ears, squeeze your shoulder blades together. Inhale. Exhale, release your hands from your shins, bring them out behind you, palms facing the earth, airplane arms, reach your fingertips towards the back of your mat. Inhale. And exhale, we stay for one more breath. Lifting up through your core, squeeze your shoulder blades together, reaching backwards. Inhale, spread your fingertips wide. Exhale, release everything down. Forward fold. Inhale, bend your knees. We're coming up to standing. Reach your hands forward and up, extended mountain pose. Reach all the way to the sky. Take your gaze towards your hands. Exhale, bring your hands to heart center. Drop your shoulders down, squeeze your hands together, pull the pit of your belly in and up. Ground down through all four corners of your feet. Inhale. And exhale, bend your knees, reach your hands forward and up, extended mountain pose. Take your gaze towards the sky. Exhale, forward fold, all the way down. Crown of the head towards the earth. Inhale, halfway lift, airplane arms. So palms facing down, tug your shoulders down and away from your ears. Reach towards the back of your mat. Exhale, we fold. Plant your hands, step back, plank pose. Plank pose. Inhale here. Exhale, we lower all the way down to the belly. All the way down. Press your hands into the mat as we lift up low cobra. So keeping it low for the first cobra of the practice. Press your hands into the earth. Squeeze your shoulder blades together. Open your chest. Exhale, forehead to the mat. Inhale. Exhale. Let's go back to downward facing dog. Lift your hips up and back. Take your time. Come back to your breath. Inhale deeply. And exhale, release. One more time, just like that. Inhale. And exhale, release. Press your left heel down to the earth, right leg lifts, three-legged dog on the right-hand side. Lift your heel up, squeeze that glute, try to keep your pelvis neutral. Inhale here. Exhale, bend your right knee, squeeze it all the way in towards your chest and step the right foot forward. Back knee drops down, low lunge. Low lunge, so right foot is forward, left foot is back. Uncurl your back toes and press into the top of your foot for stability. Inhale, drop your shoulders down away from your ears, look forward. And exhale, release. Inhale, sweep your hands forward and up, low lunge. Reach your hands all the way to the sky. Take your gaze towards your hands. Careful not to dump into your hip. We really want to lift up. So pulling the pit of the belly in and up rather than just letting our hip drop down into that socket. We want to keep a real nice lift there in the pelvis as you reach your hands forward and up. Inhale, lift. Exhale, plant your hands down to frame your right foot. Straighten your right foot, we reverse. Drop your hips back towards your left heel. Keep a micro bend in that right foot. Flex your right toes up toward your face. Inhale to lift and lengthen. Exhale, bow your head, fold. Take a breath here, inhale. And exhale, we roll back through on the right foot. Lift your back knee, right hand comes onto the inside of your right foot. As we pivot on the left foot, walk all the way towards the back of the mat, straighten your right foot, Skandasana, skater's lunge. Option to bring your hands to heart center here. More often than not, you'll find that most people's heel is lifted. If you are able to anchor down through your left heel, then by all means do so. Otherwise, you can put some sort of support under your heel, or if you're comfortable as you are, I encourage you to put your right hand down onto the mat for stability, or option to bring both hands to heart center. Flex your right toes up towards the sky. Take a breath here. And exhale. From here, plant both hands down onto the mat. We're going to roll back through our right foot. Bend your right foot generously. We're moving into warrior one. So option to plant both hands down as you pivot on the back foot. Bring the gap between your feet closer together as we inhale, lift all the way up. Torso facing towards the top of the mat. Generous bend in that front knee. Inhale, lift and lengthen. Exhale, we find those aeroplane arms again. So bringing your arms down, leaning forward, torso leans over your right thigh. Take your gaze down towards the mat. Drop your shoulders down away from your ears. Imagine somebody is grabbing your hands and pulling them back. So squeeze those shoulder blades together. Inhale and exhale to hold. We stay for a few breaths. Ground down through all four corners of your feet. Let's take one more breath here. Inhale. Exhale, release. Plant both hands down onto the mat. We step back, plank pose. Inhale here. Exhale, lower all the way down to your belly. Press your hands into the mat. Cobra. Options to take it all the way this time. Find your level, find your comfort. Exhale, forehead comes back down to the mat. Inhale here. Exhale, we lift our hips up and back, downward facing dog. Take your time, take a breath. And we go on the other side. So when you're ready, inhale, right heel drops as we lift our left foot all the way to the sky. Left foot lifts, three-legged dog. Exhale, bend your left knee, squeeze it in towards your chest. And step that left foot forward. Back knee drops down for your low lunge. So uncurling your back toes, pressing into the top of your foot. Let's inhale, lift up. Careful not to dump into your left hip socket here. We need to pull the pit of your belly in and up, neutralize your pelvis. And inhale, take your gaze towards your hands. And exhale to hold. Inhale, lift. Exhale, plant your hands. We reverse our lunge. So straightening your left leg this time. Hips drop back towards your right heel. Flex your left toes up towards your face. Inhale to lift and lengthen. Exhale, fold, forehead towards your left knee. Find your breath here. One more breath. Inhale. Exhale, rolling through your left foot. Curl your back toes under. Lift your back knee. Let's find our Skandasana at the back of the mat. So walking your hands towards the back of your mat. Straighten your left leg this time. Curl your left toes up towards the sky. Heel can be lifted or it can be down on the earth. Find your comfort level. If you need a support under your heel, I recommend using a block or a rolled up blanket. Usually works quite well too. Option to keep both hands down on the earth for stability, or you can bring your hands to heart center. Inhale to open your chest and exhale to stay for a breath. Inhale and exhale. We come back in. We find our warrior one on the left hand side this time. So bring your hands down to the earth, rolling back through that left foot. Keep that left knee bent as we inhale. Turn the back foot in. Turn your torso towards the front of your mat as you lift your hands forward and up. Take your gaze towards your hands. Warrior one. Inhale here. Big, deep breath. Exhale, hands come down. Airplane arms. Lean your torso forwards over your left thigh. Palms facing the earth. Imagine somebody's pulling your hands back. So tug those shoulders down and away from your ears. Squeeze your shoulder blades together. Ground down through all four corners of your feet. Let's take a breath here. And exhale to stay. Keep that bend in that left knee. Inhale. And exhale, release. Plant both hands. Left foot steps back, plank pose. Let's take a breath here. Inhale. And exhale, lowering all the way to the belly with control. Forehead to the mat. Inhale, cobra. Press your hands into the mat. Open your chest. Exhale, release. Forehead down to the earth. Inhale, curl your toes under. Lift your hips back to your downward facing dog. Wonderful. Let's take a nice deep breath here. Reset. Exhale, release. Inhale. And exhale, find stillness for a breath and release. Push your right heel down into the earth as right leg lifts, three-legged dog on the right-hand side. Exhale, bend your right knee, squeeze it in toward your chest, and right foot steps forward. We come back to our low lunge. Low lunge. Option to keep your back toes curled under this time. As we inhale, lift your hands forward and up. Inhale, take a deep breath, look up towards the sky. Exhale, hands come to heart center, low lunge twist. So left elbow comes to the outer edge of your right knee. Press your hands together to spiral your chest open towards the sky. Option to curl your back toes under and lift that back knee. Take it from a low lunge to a high lunge. Inhale, take a deep breath, press that elbow in, squeeze your hands together, open your chest. Exhale, we hold and stay for a breath. Inhale. Exhale, release. Hands plant to frame your right foot. Back knee drops back down. We reverse, find our reverse lunge. Inhale to lift and lengthen. Exhale, head bows. Just for a breath. Inhale deeply. Exhale, rolling back through onto that right foot. Lift your back knee once again. We come back to our Skandasana. So walking your hands all the way to the back of your mat. Hips drop down. Straightening out through your right foot. Toes facing up towards the sky. Option to keep your hands onto the mat. If you want to take it a little bit further this time, plant your right hands down away towards the back of your mat. As you inhale, right hand lifts. Let's find an opening here. Take a nice deep breath as you reach your fingertips up towards the sky. And exhale, we stay for a breath. Inhale to reach. And exhale, release. Bring your right hand back down to the earth. Now from here, we're moving back into our warrior one. For an extra challenge, if you want to do it with no hands, let's take our hands away, bring your hands to heart center. Press your left heel into the earth as you lift all the way up, spiraling, pivot on the back foot, warrior one. Well done. It's quite a challenging move to go from Skandasana to warrior one, so if you did it, well done. Inhale, lift, reach your hands all the way up, deep inhale here. Back to your aeroplane arms. Reaching your fingertips towards the back of the mat, squeeze your shoulder blades together. Generous bend in that right knee. Inhale here. Exhale, pivoting on the back foot, so coming up onto your left toes. Bend your back knee. We're going into warrior three from here, so keeping those aeroplane arms. Take your gaze slightly forward as you bend and lift. Warrior three, left leg lifts. The back of your left thigh facing up towards the sky, so careful you're not opening too much in your left hip. Keep your pelvis neutral. Ground down through all four corners of your right foot. Lift that left foot as high as you can. Squeeze your left glutes. Ground down through all four corners of your right foot. Reach your fingertips back. Torso is parallel to the earth. Keep your gaze down on the earth. Find your drishti, something to gaze upon. Take a deep breath here. And exhale to stay for a breath. You've got this. Inhale one last time. Exhale, coming up to standing. Drop your left foot down. Bend your knees. Drop your hips. Chair pose. Keeping your airplane arms. Leaning your torso forward. Drop your hips down. Should be able to lift your toes. All of the weight is down into your heels. Pull the pit of your belly in and up. Reach your hands towards the back of the mat. You should feel this in your triceps. I know I can. One last breath here. Inhale. And exhale, forward fold. Release everything down. Well done, everyone. Take a nice breath. And exhale. Release. Plant your hands. We step back to plank pose. Inhale here. Exhale, lowering down. Option to chaturanga, to upward facing dog. And exhale, let's meet back in downward facing dog. Take your time. Take a breath. When you're ready, we shall move on and do the left side. So pushing your right heel down into the earth this time, we lift our left foot, three-legged dog on the left-hand side. Inhale. Exhale, bend your left knee. We squeeze it in towards our chest and step that left foot forward. Back knee drops down as we inhale. Reach your hands forward and up, low lunge. Inhale to reach. Exhale, bring your hands to heart center. We do our prayer twist on the left this time. So right elbow comes to the outer edge of our left knee. So press your elbow into your knee. Squeeze your hands together, spiral your chest open. Option to lift that back knee for a high lunge. Take a nice deep breath here. And exhale to stay for a breath. Inhale. And exhale. We release, hands come to frame your left foot, drop that back knee, we reverse, find your reverse lunge, flex your left toes up towards your face, micro bend in that left knee, pull that left hip crease back as you inhale to lengthen, and exhale, we fold. Crown of the head towards the earth. Just here for a breath, take a nice deep inhale. And exhale, rolling back through onto that foot. Lift your back knee as we walk our hands to our Skandasana. Coming to the back of the mat, drop your hips down. Left toes are facing up towards the sky this time. Drop your heel down. Option to put some support under your right heel if needed. Otherwise, you can keep your hands on the mat, on the earth for support. Or you can bring your hands to heart center. If you want to take it further, you can plant your right hand down and open out through the left. So reaching your left hand up towards the sky. Spread your fingertips. Reach, reach, reach. Let's take a nice deep breath here. Inhale. And exhale. We stay. Inhale. Lengthen. And exhale, release. Now from here, we're going to be going into our warrior one. So if you're going to do it with me, we're going to bring our hands to heart center as we roll through, lift up through that right knee, straightening through the left, pivot on the back foot, find your warrior one, lift your hands forward and up, bending through that left knee, ground down through all four corners of your feet. Inhale to lift, reach your hands towards the sky. Exhale, we find our airplane arms, reach them back. Palms of your hands face towards the earth. Bend through that left knee. Torso is parallel towards the earth. From here, we're going back into our warrior three. So pivoting on the back foot so that we're on our right toes. Bend your right knee as we lift off. Find your warrior three. Right leg lifts this time. Flex your right toes down towards the earth. Keeping those airplane arms, squeeze your shoulder blades together. Reach your heel back, reach your fingertips back. Keep a lift in your chest. Gaze down towards the earth, ground down through all four corners of your left feet. Inhale. Exhale to stay. Find your stability. Inhale. And exhale, release. Right foot comes down, keep your feet about hip width apart, hips drop down, back to chair pose, keeping your hands in those airplane arms. Take a deep inhale and exhale to hold. Now from here, we're going to bring our hands forward and up, and as we lift our hands, lift your heels, lightning chair pose. Coming up onto your toes, lift your hands, drop your hips. Let's take a deep breath. And exhale to stay. Find your focus. Drop your hips a little lower. Pull the pit of your belly in and up. You should start feeling a bit of a shake, a little bit of heat, a bit of energy running through your body. We shall hold for another 5, 4, breathe, 3, 2, and 1. Release everything down, forward fold. Nice. Take a nice deep cleansing breath in here. And exhale. Release. Inhale, halfway lift one last time, airplane arms. Reach your fingertips back, take a nice deep breath in here. Exhale, plant your hands, chaturanga. Step your hands back, lowering down, lifting to upward facing dog or cobra. Exhale, child's pose. Let's take a rest. So coming into the child's pose of your choice, you can go knees wide like me, big toes to touch, or you can keep your knees together. Forehead down to the earth. Let's take a rest, a moment of rest. Notice the sensations that are happening throughout your body in this moment. Notice how you feel. Listen to the sound of your breath. On your next inhale, lift your forehead, take your gaze towards your hands, coming up onto your knees. Let's find puppy pose. So walk your knees back, walk your hands forward, drop your chest down towards the earth, lift, keep your hips lifted, sink your chest down, puppy pose. Coming back to the sound of your breath. Take one more breath in here, inhale. And exhale, rolling forward. So staying on your knees and your elbows, we roll forwards until we come to lie on our bellies. So coming down to lie on your belly. Keep that lift in your chest. Elbows come underneath your shoulders. Forearms are parallel towards each other. Fingertips face towards the top of the mat, Sphinx pose. Push your pelvis in towards the earth. Pull your elbows and hands towards you, almost like you're trying to pull the mat in towards you. Inhale to lift and look forward. Squeeze your shoulder blades together. And exhale. Belly contracts. Inhale to expand. And exhale. And contract. Inhale one last time. Find expansion. And exhale. Plant your right hand. Feed your left hand underneath your right and come to lay on your back. Hug your knees in towards your chest. And just take a moment to roll from side to side. Option to close your eyes if you haven't done so already. And just find stillness for a breath. Inhale. And exhale. Drop both feet down to the earth, knees facing up towards the sky. Lift your right foot lifts. Cross your right ankle over your left thigh. Lift your left leg, pull that thigh in towards you. Reclined pigeon. Flex your toes, keep both feet active. Option to roll gently from side to side. Nice little hip opener here to finish. Continuing with your breath, breathing deep. Again, option to keep your eyes closed. Take one more breath here, inhale. And exhale, release. Release and switch. So right foot plants down on the earth, left foot lifts, cross your left ankle over your right thigh, lift your left leg in towards your chest, feed your hands through, and pull that right leg in towards your chest here. Again, gentle rock from side to side, nice lower back massage, helps open out the hip a little bit more. Nice deep breaths here. One more breath here together, inhale. And exhale, release. Plant both feet down and just walk them towards the outer edge of your mat. So feet are wide and just allow your knees to drop in so that they meet each other. You should be able to find rest here. Nothing should be held or clenched. And rest your hands on your belly. Close your eyes. Pull your shoulders down away from your ears. Let's close this practice together with 3 deep breaths. So wherever you are in your breath cycle, blow it all the way to the bottom. Seal your lips as we inhale through our nose all the way, the deepest breath you've taken all day. Exhale, open your mouth, let it go, sigh out. Seal your lips, inhale through your nose. Exhale, sigh out. Last one here, inhale through your nose. And exhale, sigh it out. Thank you so much for joining me for this Power Vinyasa Flow. I really hope you enjoyed it and it sets you up for a great day. Please do subscribe to my channel and hopefully I will see you again for another class. Have a wonderful day.